What is up, all my YouTube reefers? It's 2020 and I'm here with an update video for you guys on the Reef tank. I know it's been a few months here, let's say about 3 to be exact, and things are doing pretty well here. 3 months, no water changes, just been maintaining everything like I like to do on my systems here, just keeping up with the calcium alkalinity and trace elements via the aquaforce method. Just obviously, you know, maintaining the quality here of the water, and it has been paying back pretty well with decent to excellent coral growth on a lot of my corals in the tank here, especially all the frags. Most of them have actually based out and are starting to encrust their frag plugs, and some are actually starting to encrust on the rocks. So a lot of good things are happening here since I decided to kind of try to not do as many water changes. Really, it hasn't been any in the past couple months here. So that's not really what this video is about. I just wanted to go ahead and cover that as an update for you guys, let you know what's going on. But every year manufacturers start releasing new products and things like that, and this year is no exception to that. We've had a couple of new things already hit the market. We have the endo ban being lifted here. So we should start getting some corals from out of Indonesia, especially if you guys have been looking for some real particular pieces from out of there. You might start seeing those show up in the next couple months here. All in all, I mean, this year seems to be, it's working out to be a good year. One of those companies I'm talking about right now is Coralvue. They actually released a Wi-Fi controller for their IceCap gyres. And I was able to go ahead and get one of those Wi-Fi controllers via purchasing the 2K gyre that they offer. And with that, what they were able to do was make it backwards compatible. So for us guys out there with the 1K gyres, the 3K gyres, we really had no way to control the gyres. You really had to either buy an expensive module if you had an apex to hook the each one of the gyres up to the apex, or you just got really good and in tune with your programming to where you had 2 or more gyres running on a particular schedule off of each one of the boards. So with that being said, Coralvue and IceCap, and they got together, and obviously you guys have seen it out there. It's the Hydros system that they offer, and with that Hydros system, what you get is 1 plug, 1 Wi-Fi controller with 2 outputs on it. There's a lot to be said about that. You know, with 2 outputs, can it run a 1K or a 3K, or even, you know, obviously it was designed for their new lineup, but I can tell you right now, it's running the 3Ks on my tank pretty well as far as what I can tell right now. Obviously the app that it comes with is Wi-Fi, and I've noticed a few things with the app here, which is actually pretty nice. And one of those things I did find out recently, which I don't know if they advertise this or not, is it will send you a notification if your Wi-Fi is off for too long. So that way you get some type of notice that your device is not communicating, you've lost power, you know, however you want to treat that notice that comes across to you there. After a while of it not communicating, it'll go ahead and send a notice to you, which is a pretty good thing. A couple other things you can do with it. You can set up for gyros, or gyro motion. You can set all of your presets, things like that, within the app, at home and away from home. So that Wi-Fi functionality works in a way where you can remotely connect to the device and get your programming or make a change. If somebody is maintaining a tank, you need to put it in a feed mode or maintenance mode or something like that. You can do all of that remotely via the app. A couple things that I didn't really too much like about it. It's not many. I mean, it is what it is as far as an app. Right now I have it set for the sine wave mode, and according to the app I can drop it all the way down to about 10%. Well, when I look at the app, it tells me it's in a sine wave pattern. The waves are going, you can tell by a sort of like a gauge going back and forth. You can see that, but it's not real time. And since it's not real time, you have to keep hitting refresh. And hopefully, if one of the guys from Coralvue watches this video, maybe you guys can take that into consideration on your next update. Updates are done wirelessly also, so you can update the module via the app. But yeah, if you look at the Wi-Fi controller via your phone, you'll see the gauge is going back and forth if you hit refresh, and that's pretty nice. But the thing I wanted to point out is that even though I say 10%, it may not reflect 10% on the dials. All minor things. I'm assuming, yes, it does go all the way down to 10%. The app just doesn't show that it's down to 10%, because when I set it even lower, I think I got it all the way down to 1%. It really was running the pump at barely any kind of rotation, which was pretty interesting for what it can do with the gyres, and especially me knowing, coming from a standalone controller, you only had the 10% minimum, and then after that you had 0 and then a negative 10. Most of you guys with the gyres know what I mean there. So it's a good app. You can set different triggers for different times of the day and get all of the functionality that you would like out of your wave pumps, especially for you guys who have been doing what I used to do, which was just manually programming it throughout the day and hoping that you get a nice decent program going for your reef tank. You can do that all with the app. So just wanted to go ahead, drop this video here, show you guys what a tank looks like. Corals are doing great, everything's growing. I'm happy. There's actual polyp extension on the SPS corals. I haven't seen that in quite a while, since the 75. I don't want to get too much into that, what happened there, but if you guys have any questions, go ahead and drop them in the video below, and I will check you guys on the next one. It is show season starting up again, so I will be going to the Florida frag swap down in Lakeland. So you local guys, if you watch the channel, check me out down there. Until then, peace. Either the